I know when you're okay.
Perfect. So the recording just started.
Okay, I got it. Oh, it's not a touch screen. I'll learn.
Okay, and I'm gonna mute everyone right now.
Okay, good.
Okay, perfect.
Good morning and welcome everybody to Connected Warriors Chair Yoga over Zoom, sponsored also by the West Palm VA. Another beautiful morning here in sunny Florida, wherever you are. I hope it's as nice. All right, so come to a comfortable seated position. Shoulders back, hands are on your knees or anchored into your chair. Remember, safety is the most important thing we'll be going through today. If you're in pain, you back away. If you're uncomfortable, you can breathe through it. If you're in a wheelchair, make sure those wheels are locked. The props we use, a block, that brings the mat or the floor up to you if you want to use it. I strongly encourage everybody to have a strap, a tie, a belt, a towel, anything you can do. All we'll be doing is just a little exercise, not exercise, but poses with the strap. Another good prop, water, always. Just to hydrate, stay hydrated. And lastly, a pillow if you would like to rest on your lap. So these are all props, not necessary, but they enhance your practice. Let's put it that way. All right, here we are in a comfortable seated position. Let's focus on our breath. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling also through our nose. Eyes open, eyes closed. On the inhale, we count to 4 or more. It's your option. And you inhale, become aware of your belly, ribs, and chest rising. Then as you exhale, they slowly deflate your chest, your ribs, and your belly. Continue to watch that motion, eyes open, eyes closed, your choice. Maybe even setting an intention for today's practice is a good time to do it. Inhale and exhale. If you would like, place your one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest so you can experience in another dimension the rising and falling of the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, if you had your hands on your torso, just place them on your knees. And we're going to open up our neck a little bit. So continue to root down with your feet into the mat, press into your sitting bones, draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, nice straight spine. And we're going to inhale, gaze up at the ceiling, and a nice stretch in the front of the chest and the neck. And then we'll exhale and bring our chin to our chest. Yes, opening up the upper back, the back of the neck. Inhale, gaze up. Push that chest out as you're gazing up. Exhale, chin to chest, nice and slow movements. Nice, easy awakening of the body, of the neck. Inhale back to center. Now, we're going to Bring our arms straight out in front of us, parallel with our mat. Now, grab on to opposite shoulders with your hands and begin to rotate by bringing your chest or your elbows down towards your knees, just slowly. Maybe they don't go all the way. And then on the inhale, come on up over to the left side of your chair, then towards the back of your chair. Exhaling now to the right side of your chair and coming to the front over your knees. Continue that motion 2 more times, all the way around. Begin to open up the hips, open up the back, just a little gentle movements. All right, coordinate your breath. You're inhaling up and you're exhaling down. Now we're on our third rotation. See if you can lift those elbows up a little higher. And continue the rotation. Once you've reached the front where your elbows are by your knees, let's reverse the cycle. So we come inhaling up to the right, a straight spine. Exhaling down to the left. Continue around, nice and easy. Take it easy on your back. Make sure you're safe in your seat. Don't let those sitting bones come up. We're on our third rotation now. See if those elbows are going a little bit higher. Coming back to the knees over, the elbows over the knees, pause, release the hands, come back to a seated staff pose. We'll move into a couple of cat-cows. So placing your hands on your knees. Inhale, gaze up, bring your chest out, your belly out, nice sway back for cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest. Bringing your belly button to spine, your shoulders opening up, shoulder girdle. Inhale, gaze up. Nice sway back, bringing the chest forward. Exhale into your cat pose. Good, pissed off Halloween cat. What do you know, how appropriate. Bring that belly button to spine. Really open up the scapula as you bring your shoulders forward, nice wide back. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling, belly out, chest out, shoulders back, sway back. And exhale, chin to chest, belly button to spine, shoulders drawn forward, nice opening for the scapula again. Inhale back to a seated staff pose. Then we're going to play with our hands and knees. So if you take your hands, you can use the fist or your hands, open hands, on the outside of both knees. Inhale, straight up, arms are straight. Now press your hands in towards your knees, and at the same time, press your knees out against your hands. Little isometric pressure. Press down into the soles of your feet. Also press into your sitting bones. Press them back. Feel how active the legs become. Just breathe into it. On the inhale, you just relax. And the exhale, we pressure. We activate the hands and the knees, the soles of the feet and the sitting bones. The rest of the body's also engaged. See if you can feel that. Where else do you feel it? In your back, your shoulders, your chest? Exhale. And then inhale, release. Time to play on the opposite side. So however you place your hands inside your knees, it's going to work the same way. If you want to just bring your hands parallel to each other and use the back of your hands against the knees. Inhale, exhale. Press your knees into your hands and use your hands to press your knees away from each other. Just get that isometric pressure. Inhale, just relax in the pose. Exhale, activate the pose. Press down through your feet, root down into your mat, and feel your sitting bones activate as you're pressing them back. Your shoulders are active. Get a lot of the body action here. Inhale and relax. Exhale, stimulate. Inhale, relax. Exhale, stimulate. Very good. All right. Come to a seated staff pose. Heel toe your feet out to the far edges of the mat. We're going to continue waking up our little back. So we're going to bring our arms straight out in front of us and grab opposite shoulders. Now see if you can grab in the opposite direction of, whichever one you had on top before. Put it on the bottom this time. Inhale, find a straight spine. Draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. We're going back into rotation again, the rotation mode. We got it down. So exhale and hinge forward to the opening you've created between your knees. Press into your sitting bones so you're really secure in your chair. On the inhale, start rotating to your left. And just slowly begin to work your way around towards the back of your chair. And then your exhale as you're moving down to the right side, coming all the way around to the opening between your knees. Inhaling up, nice and easy. Working with your breath. Exhaling down. Nice and easy. Inhale, coming back up. Maybe you can get a little deeper in the pose as you go around. Truly optional. And when you bring your elbows to the opening that you created, let's reverse the cycle. So we go around in the opposite direction towards our left side, back to the back. Exhaling down to the left side. Coming all the way out and down in the front. Inhaling up. You feel this on your sides, the love handles. Feel it in your back. Feel your sitting bones, your glutes as you're pressing down. One more time around. Continue to breathe. Work with that breath. Exhale, and I think we've completed a full rotation. Let's unwind, heel toe our feet back together. And we'll move into a little more twisting because we've opened up our back now. So coming to a seated staff pose, check yourself. You might have slid to the back of your chair, wherever you are. See if you can move yourself out to the center of your chair. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Press down on your sitting bones and root down with your feet. We want distance in both directions. On the exhale, our right hand comes to our left knee. Our left hand comes to our back, either to the back of the chair or to our right rib. whatever is available to you. Inhale, we're still looking forward. Inhale, finding length in the spine. Exhale, we're now going to twist, looking out over our left shoulder. We could use our right hand to assist us moving into the twist. Just breathe here, working with your breath. As you inhale, you relax. Then you exhale, see if there's a little surprise, moving a little deeper into the pose. One more inhale. And then an exhale brings you the deepest into the pose for you. With your next inhale, you're going to look out over your right shoulder, moving your head or your eyes on, well, your head only. Bring that gaze over the right shoulder. Working with your breath now. Inhale and relax. You exhale. See if you can look a little deeper to the right side. Your next inhale, you're going to release your hands wherever they are. Bring them on up to the ceiling for extended seated staff pose. Press down on your sitting bones and root down with your feet. Reach up with your hands. Look up with your eyes. On the exhale, the left hand comes down on top of the right knee. The right hand grabs onto the chair or onto your back, their ribs. Whatever is available to you, use your shirt. We're still looking forward. We're pressing down on those sitting bones, inhaling as we lengthen our spine. Exhale now and twist, looking out over our right shoulder. And breathe here, working with our breath. The inhale allows us to relax. And the exhale, maybe we can find a little more room. Just play with it. You experiment with your own body. This is your practice. See how deep you can go if you want to go deeper. With your next inhale, you're going to bring your gaze and only your gaze over your left shoulder. And work with your breath again. Inhale and relax. Exhale, maybe, just maybe there might be a little more depth. You might be able to look over to your left side. Continue pressing down with your sitting bones. Continue rooting down with your feet. Keep the body fully engaged. And breathe. With your next inhale, let's bring both arms, both hands, all the way up to the ceiling, along with your gaze. And exhale, come back to your seated staff pose. Maybe you want to take a little drink at this time, rotate your shoulders, whatever you want to do. It's time to take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather. Before we move a little deeper into our poses, time to play with the strap. Oh, yes. So if you have a strap, I recommend that you put it in both fists and about shoulder width apart, arms parallel with the mat. If you would like, put a little bit of pressure between your fists, drawing them apart. See if you can find a little length in that strap. Not too much pressure, just a little bit of pressure. Again, it's isometric. Just breathe here. Next exhale, we're going to twist over to the left. Just holding that strap. Now, twist with your arms only. Keep your torso facing the front of the room if you can. And breathe here. With your next exhale, now bring your body, your torso around. See if you can move a little deeper. Surprise yourself. Continue to keep the pressure on between your wrists, and at the same time, you're pressing down with both feet and your sitting bones. Inhale, come on back to center. Take a breath here. Draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Now, see if you can just bring your arms over to the right side with the exhale. And with your next exhale, invite your body to move into the twist at the same time. And breathe here. Nice opening on the shoulders. I feel this in my left shoulder real strong right now. Continue to press into your sitting bones. Do not lose your balance. Safety is of the utmost concern. Inhale, bring them on back. Place the strap on your knees and take a little break here. Roll those shoulders forward and then roll them back. While we're here, bring your arms to cactus arms. Now extend your hands down to scarecrow arms. Rotate those shoulders. Inhale, bring your arms back to cactus arms. Exhale, arms to scarecrow arms. Now bring your arms out to a T. Palms facing the front of the mat, fingers pointed towards the ceiling. Feel it in your shoulders. Bring your shoulder blades closer together now. Press into your sitting bones. And now rotate your thumbs so that it's pointed towards the mat, the floor. Inhale, bring them back, thumbs facing the ceiling. Now, if it's available to you, see if you can bring those thumbs back towards the back of the mat, facing your palms up towards the ceiling. Give a really good rotation on your shoulders. And next, exhale, bring those thumbs all the way around, down towards the mat, and see if you can bring them a little deeper towards the back of the mat. Not always possible. It's just a challenge. Opening up those shoulders. Inhale, bring them back, palms facing the front. Place your hands on your shoulders and rotate the elbows in one direction and then rotate them in the opposite direction. Come to stillness, seated staff pose. Moving into a forward fold now. We worked enough here initially on the top of the body. Let's see if we can get the hips and the legs engaged a little bit. Inhale to a extended seated staff. Press down on your sitting bones and root down with your feet at all times. On the exhale, we're going to fold halfway down, nice and slowly. When you reach the halfway mark, all right, your arms are parallel now with your mat. Press your sitting bones back. Reach forward, exhale, continue on the journey, bringing your hands down either to a block or the mat or your legs, whatever is in your practice. Remember, there's no judgment here in yoga. I don't give any trophies or any medals for the best pose. It's your practice. You do what you can do. Now, your next exhale, wherever you are, bring your chin to your chest. So you deepen your position in the pose. Chin to chest, rounding your back slightly. Inhale, come to half lift. That means bringing your hands to your shins, flat back. Same position we were in when we came halfway down, except this time our hands are on our legs, our shins. Our back is flat. We're pushing those sitting bones back and down. Crown of the head is being drawn up towards the front of the mat, and the ears, and the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, come up to a seated staff pose. Walk your feet out to the side edges of the mat again. Might be at a 45-degree angle to the side edges of your mat. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling, looking up at your hands. On the exhale, halfway down, nice and slow. We're going to go all the way down on the next breath. Exhale, the next breath, bringing the hands wherever they land, on a block. If you're using a block, don't be afraid to use that block. It might land on your shins or on your feet, wherever it is. Okay. We're going to now walk our fingers over to the left foot, grabbing onto the left foot with the right hand. Now you might be just grabbing the left leg with the right hand. And then extend your left hand on up towards the ceiling. Bring your gaze with it, if that's available to you. Ooh, just breathe into it, working with your breath. Just you inhale, you let go, you soften, and then you exhale. Maybe there's a little bit more room in that extension of the left hand, in that twist. Next inhale, we're going to release the left hand back down to meet the right. Walk your fingers over to the center, and then grab onto your right foot with both hands. Now it's going to be the right foot or the right leg, wherever you are. Hold on to the right leg or foot with your left hand and extend the right arm up to the ceiling. Bring the gaze with it. And again, you have an opportunity to play with your breath. Inhale, relax. Exhale, look up. Maybe you went a little deeper in the pose. It's your journey. That's what yoga is all about. There's no destination. Because once you think you've hit your destination, you're going to find there's a new one right behind it. Exhale, reach up. Inhale, bring that right hand down. Come back to center. Come to half lift. Placing your hands on your shins, drawing your shoulders away from your ears. Press the sitting bones back. Next inhale, come all the way up to seated and shake it out. Take a drink. Bring your feet back into the center. Your heels are underneath your knees. You're sitting in a seated staff pose, so pressing into the sitting bones and rooting down with your feet. Drawing the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, rolling your shoulders back. Next, inhale. Raise those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Bring in the gaze with it. See if you can lift your ribs at the same time. Make room for the next inhale. And if that's available to you, see if you can go a little bit deeper. If it's going well, try to go a little bit deeper. It's your practice. Exhale, bring your arms to a T. Extend your feet out to the side edges of the mat again. This time, toes up, heels down. I must caution you, this time we're going to go into a forward fold. You might want to have to anchor in on using the opposite hand. So initially, we're going to reach with our right hand over to the left side. So maybe you want to use that left hand to anchor you in. Purely optional. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, bring that right hand down towards the left leg, the left foot. Extend your left hand up towards the ceiling, or continue to anchor it down, holding on to your chair. Just breathe here. Another twist. We can't get enough twist. We got to squeeze out those organs that are hiding behind the ribs. Next, inhale. Just release the right hand. Come back to the T formation. Spread those fingers wide in your hands. Press down on those sitting bones. Exhale. Left hand is going over towards the right leg. Right arm is going up towards the ceiling, or anchoring in with your chair. Your choice. Bring your gaze up towards your right hand if that's going with you. And breathe here. Inhale, relax. Exhale. Ooh. We found a little more room. Just continue to breathe in the pose. Work with your breath. Play with it. Exhale. And we find a little more room. Inhale. Release back down. All the way down. Bring your chest on top. Or down towards your knees. Breathe here. Press into your heels. If it's available, grab both feet with your hands. If not, just place your hands on your shins or your knees. And if you can press into the balls of your feet and your toes that are where your hands are wrapped around, and get a little deeper stretch in your lower spine, the lumbar section. Always remember, you're pressing down into the back, into your sitting bones, so you don't lose your balance. Inhale, let's release out of that. Bring our feet back into center. Come to a seated staff pose. We're going to move into a pigeon. We'll work our way into it. On the inhale, lift your left foot off the mat, about 3 inches. And take your hands, wrap your hands around your knee, your left knee, and then see if you can lift that left knee towards your choice, your chest. Keep that spine straight, draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, we're going to release that left ankle on top of the right knee. So we're moving into pigeon here. So we're still holding the left knee with the left hand. Now we are holding the left foot with the right hand. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold over, bringing your chin towards your shin. Now, if this is not available to you, perfectly okay to place your left ankle on top of your right ankle. There are many options, but this is another good option for it. All right. And at the same time, bring your chin towards your shin or down towards your knees. So whichever option you choose to use in pigeon, you're working on your hips, releasing tension that we build up and we store in our hips unknowingly. It's a great release. Breathe into it. Let's inhale now. Coming out of the pose. Bringing that left foot down, coming to a seated staff pose, rolling those shoulders back. Inhale, extended mountain. extended seated staff. Exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Oops, got to move out a little further on my chair. All right, tuck your shoulder blades real close together now. Use your hands, your clenched hands. If I hadn't told you to clench your hands, time to clench your hands if that's available to you. And now press those clenched hands down towards the mat. Gaze up at the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades closer together. On the exhale, fold over. Bring in your chest down on top of your knees. With your next inhale, see if you can lift your hands, your clenched hands, on up towards the ceiling. Any portion of that is fine if you can. If not, just rest your hands on your hips. Breathe into it here. Good opening for the chest. On the next inhale, if you had your hands raised up towards the ceiling, bring them back down towards your hips. And inhale, come on back up to a seated staff pose, releasing those hands. Bring in your right knee up towards your chest. Bring the right foot off the mat, 3 inches off the mat. Place your hands around your right knee and lift that right knee up towards your chest. We're preparing to move into pigeon on the opposite side. I know you didn't think I forgot that. Woo. Just breathe here. Those hips are nice and open. Our back is open. Now, place that right ankle on top of the left knee. Hold on to your right knee with your right hand and your left foot with your right foot with the left hand. Again, the option is always out there to use the right ankle on top of the left ankle. Same effect, however you choose to do it. So here we are. Inhale, press down on your sitting bones and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold over, nice and slowly and safely. Bringing your chin down towards your shin on the right side. Working with your breath. Each inhale, you just relax. And exhale, allow your body to drift down. Just accept wherever you are. It's okay. No judgment here in yoga. Feel your hips release though. Working with your breath. Wherever you are, on the next inhale, release out of the pose, coming back to your seated staff pose. Extend your right foot straight out in front of you and rotate that right ankle in one direction. And then rotate it in the opposite direction. Come to stillness with that right foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. Maybe you hear a little popcorn. It's all good. We're trying to get some little bit of release in that ankle. Point and flex. All right, next inhale, bring it in. Realign yourself, straight spines, pressing your sitting bones down and rooting down with your feet. Next inhale, the left leg goes straight out in front of you. Rotate that left ankle in one direction. Pause and then rotate it in the opposite direction. Pause, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. One more, point and flex. Very good. Bring that left foot back down to the mat. Seated staff pose. realign, make sure your sitting bones are pressed down into your seat. Your back is straight. Crown of your head is being drawn up towards the ceiling. Next, inhale, lift your heels off the mat, press into the balls of your feet. So stretch here for those calf muscles. So hold it up there. Continue to press into the balls of your feet. Maybe those knees will rise a little higher. Maybe they won't. Doesn't matter. Wherever they are is where they are. Exhale, release your heels back down to the mat. Next, inhale, press into your heels and lift your toes, and if it's available, the balls of your feet off the mat. Yeah, the front by the shins. Also in your calves, your Achilles, getting active. Just breathe into it. Exhale, release. Inhale, press into the balls of your feet and to your toes. Bring those heels up, the knees up. Continue pressing down into the balls of the feet. And I stretch here all along the ankle and for your calf muscle. Exhale, bring your heels down and inhale, press into your heels and bring the toes and the balls of your feet, if it's available, off the mat. Raise them up. Exhale, release. Extend both feet out in front of you and just shake your legs, rotate, and whatever you do to just, give them a little massage. Woo. All right, come to stillness. Take a little drink. We'll do a little cat-cows before we continue on. Always good. I love to open up the front of the body and the back of the body with these cat-cows. Coming to a seated staff pose. Hands are on the knees. Inhale, gaze up at the ceiling, draw your chest and your belly out. Cow pose, a nice round back, your shoulders are back. Exhale, coming into your cat pose. Open that scapula, bring the belly button to spine. Inhale for your cow pose. Chest forward, belly out, gazing up at the ceiling, shoulders back. Exhale into your cat pose. Inhale back to center. I'm going to do a little more twisting. So as we bring our hands to heart center, raise your elbows up. Inhale. Draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Press your hands closer together. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your left knee. Stacking your hands. You're in chair prayer. Nice little twist. Chair prayer left. Nice little twist here. Those of you who would like to go a little bit deeper, truly optional, release your hands and extend your left hand on up to the ceiling, your right hand down towards the mat. Beautiful twist here. Really squeezing out those organs. And then we release on the inhale, coming back to hands at heart center, allowing fresh blood and oxygen to come back into those organs, working just like a sponge. We're pressing down on our sitting bones and rooting down with our feet. The next inhale, drawing the crown of our head up towards the ceiling and pressing our hands closer together. Exhale, bring the left elbow over to the right knee, and you're in chair prayer right. Look up at your right elbow. Work with your breath again. Those of you who would like to go a little bit deeper, purely optional, release the grip with the hands, extend your left hand down towards the mat, bring your right hand on up towards the ceiling, and breathe here. Work with your breath. Inhale, relax, exhale, go a little deeper in the twist. Next inhale, release out of the pose, coming back, hands to heart center. And release your hands down on top of your knees. Now, time goes fast. All right. I'd like to do a little boat pose. So come to your seated staff pose. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, keeping the right leg straight if that's available to you. Next inhale, extend the left leg straight out in front of you, if that's available. Otherwise, just keep one leg down at all times. You might anchor into your chair with both hands at this time. You got both legs straight out in front of you, toes pointed back toward your shoulders. Next inhale, extend the left arm out if that's available to you. Yep, you know where I'm going. Do not release your right hand unless it's available. Release the right hand. We're in boat pose. We're balancing on our sitting bones, extending both feet straight out. Legs are straight. Toes are pointed back towards our shoulders. Reaching out. Then we're going to do a little rowing. So we bring our arms out to our T and bring them forward and out and forward and out. One more time, forward and out. Release your feet down to the mat. Bring your hands down alongside your hips. And come back to a seated staff pose. Let's try a little balance with our tree pose. So in a seated staff pose, turn your right foot to a 90-degree or any portion thereof angle and place the right heel on top of the left ankle. Bring your hands to heart center and you could be in tree pose. Those of you who would like to go a little bit deeper, bring the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh and come back to your hands to heart center. Little bit of pressure between the left thigh and the right foot, pressing into each other. If you would like to grow your tree, extend your arms on up to the ceiling. Yes, and now maybe a little wind, challenging the balance. Oh yeah. Just breathe here. Come to stillness. Bring your hands back to heart center. Release the right foot back down to the mat from wherever it was and prepare for the opposite side. So you turn your left foot out to a 90-degree angle or any portion thereof, placing the left heel on the right ankle, or the option, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Hands to heart center, we're in prayer. We're in tree pose. Just breathe here. A little bit of pressure, right thigh, the sole of the left foot, pressing against each other. If you would like to grow your tree, inhale the hands on up towards the ceiling. Reaching up, maybe putting a little wind in the trees and wave your hands side to side. Ooh. Make sure you do not jeopardize your balance here with the wind. don't want the trees falling over. Come to stillness. Bring your hands back to heart center. Release out of the tree wherever you were. Come back to stillness. Let's do a little alternate nostril breathing. You know what alternate nostril breathing? We want to be seated in our staff pose. Place our index finger and middle finger in between, on our forehead, in between our eyes. The right thumb is used to pressure on the right side of the nose, the right nostril, and the ring finger is used to pressure on the left side of the nose when we call for it, okay? So we're going to begin by closing off the right nostril, inhaling through the left. Inhale. Exhale, close off the left and exhale out the right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Deep inhale, close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Real big inhale. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Release your hands. That's really great, that alternate nostril breathing. It works on your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. Just stimulates them in a nice way. And let's do a little lion's breath. Continue to working on the breath. So with the lion's breath, we're going to take a big gulp of air through our nose and then exhale out our mouth. So with the inhale, real loud exhale. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. All right, we're going to come to our final resting pose of Shavasana. If you would like to lie on your mat, this is a good time to lie on the mat. If you want to stay seated in your chair, rest your back against the back of the chair, relax yourself as comfortable as what's available to you. Hands on your knees or alongside your hips. Those of you lying on your mat, hands alongside your hips, palms facing up. Adjust your shoulders so you draw your shoulder blades away from each other, relaxing on the mat. Rest your head comfortable. Sway your feet out to the far corners of the mat. Legs straight out. And eyes open, eyes closed. It's always your choice. Normal breathing, and focus on your breath. Slowly focus on your breath. Watching your inhales and your exhales. Draw your attention to your breath. Allow it to flow freely, softly, and quietly without trying to change it. Even watch it on your inhales as it flows through your nose, into your throat, and down into your lungs. Just watch your breath. Relax. Do the same with your exhales. Allow the air to flow out effortlessly, same as it flows into your nostrils. Just relax. Whenever your mind starts to wander away from your breath, just gently bring it back into the fold. Just allow your mind to become completely absorbed in your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Nice soft movement. On your inhales, your belly rises as the air fills your lungs. And then slowly deflates as you exhale. Just become aware of it. See if you can follow your breath as your air travels throughout your body. Maybe into your shoulders and into your arms. Into your legs and into your feet. Just relax. Follow your breath. Slowly we're going to start to wake ourselves up. So if you're lying on the mat or sitting in your chair, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, wiggle your hands, your wrists, your ankles, and your feet. If you're lying on the mat, eventually bring your knees on up to your chest and rock side to side. Giving your back a nice little massage. If you're lying on your back and you're rocking side to side, eventually land on your right side, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Once again, it's always a pleasure for me to guide you through this practice. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice. It is an honor and a pleasure. We place our hands together. The light in me sees the light in each and every one of you. When we bring that light together, we produce peace and harmony throughout the universe. Namaste. Everybody okay? I can't hear you, but
All is good. Thank you.
my pleasure. I'm glad you were able to join us.
Yes, a little late, but thank you.
That's okay. Better late than never, right?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, me too.
Is Ralph still in here by chance?
I
No.
did see Ralph in the beginning.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't have his last four, so if that's something that I could get from you guys.
Donica, can you answer that?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I don't have Ralph Kahn. I don't have his last four.
His social security, the last four of his social security. Ralph, are you there?
I don't
No.
see Ralph on here. I don't have that information. What I can do is I can look and get the contact from him and maybe, would you like me to forward his contact information to you and you reach out, or would you like me to contact him for that?
Whatever you prefer. It's no biggie. Peter, I got yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank
I
you.
just wasn't able to find Ralph in our system. And I
Okay,
just wanted to make sure he got credit.
okay. I'll make sure I
Um,
locate that today.
I mean, I saw when I registered with you guys, it does ask for my last four. So I was wondering if you had that, that's what I thought maybe you guys would have that in your end.
Well, I don't have any information other than I see who attends the class on the Zoom screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
and
worries.
I just get the meeting, the registration, so it typically just says, and it's actually been sending to Barbara, but I think it's finally shifting over to me, but it just says their name, their email has registered for this class on this date, and that's all I receive on my end.
Donica,
Okay.
Donica, you do not have their phone number, their contact information?
I don't have
don't.
it, not on what I see in my email chain that I receive from this. I don't have that.
You should have contact information as well as from the representative from the VA should have the contact information for all the participants so that if there is a problem, they can reach out.
Okay, and I think Barbara, unless it's on Barbara's computer,
Yeah.
but I need to just double check with Barbara where that's located.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to make you aware of how the process was set up, so we have continuity on it.
Okay.
you know,
And
Safety at all times.
I'm late, so I just again I am Lena Farmer. I work at the VA. I took over for Carrie.
Oh,
I was
Linda, yes,
working.
hello.
Hi,
No, I know.
Lena.
Yeah, nice to
I don't
meet
know who this is because I was working with Barbara. So who is this?
Oh, my
now?
name is Donica. Hi, I'm Donica Kovachev. Barbara transitioned out, so I was gonna monitor these classes and but it happened really quickly, so it was kind of learning on the fly. We've
Well,
had-
both of you are learning on the fly.
yeah.
The same happened for me too.
Alright.
So don't
So-
worry.
Okay.
All right.
We're in this together.
Yes,
We all
definitely.
are. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Lee, always a
Hey,
pleasure.
Jim, thanks. Apparently, if I plug the battery in, the camera starts to work.
Yeah, you're doing great. I can see you.
Or it could have something to do with the fact that the overcast broke up and we got some sunshine coming into the room. Who the hell
Good
knows?
enough.
Thanks again. See you
Have a
on
great
Friday.
weekend.
So long.
Thank you.
All right, bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. Have a great day.
Yep.
All right, Donica. If you have, are you there, Donica?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
No? Okay.
You don't need me.
Oh,
do
okay.
you?
I was just gonna say, if you want to take my email, it's my first name it's lena.farmer@VA, V as in Victor, A as in Apple.gov.
Mhm.
And then you can just send me a message, and then this way I have your contact info as well.
Perfect. Okay, so it's lena.farmer@va.gov.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. I will email you
Yeah.
right now, and I'll also email you Ralph's information just so you have it. And
Okay.
I can reach out to him and get those numbers if you'd like.
Yeah, honestly, if you give me, excuse me, if you give me the info, I'll just reach out to him. It's no big deal. I don't need you
Okay.
to do double work.
All right,
Yeah.
that's
No,
perfect.
you're
That
already
works.
doing me a favor. I
That
appreciate
works
it.
for me. No, thank you.
All right, well, I'll be seeing you on Friday mornings.
I'll see you Friday mornings. Have a
All
beautiful
right,
weekend.
take care. You too.
Bye.
Happy
All
Halloween.
right, everybody.
Happy Halloween weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.
Monica,
Happy
you
Halloween.
could turn this, or you have the recording on still. I can't turn.
Oh
turn
yeah,
it
let
off.
me stop.